Hey y'all, welcome to Prestige Cash Club. I'm Cece, your savings promoter, and here at the club, we party with pennies and turn your savings into a VIP lifestyle. So join the club and follow for more VIP savings tips and tricks. If you followed me in my budget with me, you know we are budgeting for the last week of July. We have our planner. We've already done our budget. This will be off to the side while we cash stuff our binders. So come on with me and let's get started. We're starting in our bills binder. Although we don't have any bills, you might remember that I told you guys that I have a new expense for a phone that I had to purchase. And so I'm going to put that into our car envelope. And the reason why I'm putting this in our car envelope is because I don't really actually save for car because I don't have a car note. Yes, I don't have a car note. So, but this phone feels like a car note. So today we're putting $100 in our car category for our phone. So we're going to do 50, 70, 90, 100. And this is going to help us pay this phone off, hopefully in about 90 days. Also, there was one more purchase for a dinner that we had. This was in my wallet, and I put it off to the side. We have 20, 40, 60, 75. That is going into our Amex category so that when we reconcile this bill, what this money is going toward when I reconcile my credit card. So this is going to go in here. And I like to just put a little sticky note because I put multiple amounts in here throughout the month so that when I do reconcile the card, I remember what that money is for. And that's it in our bills binder, y'all. Is our high priority binder. In our high priority binder, we have my personal sinking fund. Now, if you watched my unstuffing, you know my personal sinking fund took a big hit last week for some unexpected expenses. Oh, y'all, and what am I doing? That's okay. We'll do my wallet at the end. I totally forgot to do my cash wallet. So we're going to put $30 into my sinking fund. And as you guys know, I have trackers and we track the money that we're putting in and taking out. Oh, and actually we have $30. I'm so used to putting 25 in here, even though I literally have $30 in my hand. All right. So now in my personal sinking fund, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3. So we have 253 in here. And I probably forgot to deduct something. So let's fix our tracker and say 253. And y'all, we took so much money out of here, in and out the other day. Emergency fund is getting skipped this week. Car maintenance, again, this is another one. As you know, we had to take a bunch of money out of here for a key fob that I had to purchase. There should be $399 in here, and we're going to add $20 today. And let's add the $20 and our car maintenance. And y'all, for purposes of this video, we're not going to count it up. And plus, we're going to be doing a condensing, so we'll go through and count it later. Travel is getting skipped this week. 6-month insurance, always get a little something. So we're going to be doing $20 in 6-month insurance. So in 6-month insurance, we should have $360 now. Our ish happens. This is our buffer for any unexpected things that pop up. We're going to skip that this week. House stuff, as you know, y'all, we depleted it. It is $0. It was $45 in here. We cleaned it out. And so we're starting this one over again with $10. And again, this just shows you how little deposits add back up. And we got $10 in house stuff again. Birthdays, we're also going to allocate $10 for birthdays. And the next birthday in our family is in August. So I got to go ahead and beef that one up a little bit. Giving is getting skipped this week. Debt, we're going to do $60 in debt this week. And this money does get reallocated and to play in our debt binder. So we're going to do 20, 30, and let's do 5, 10, 15, 20. And these are my good bills, y'all. Hold on. Let's not put them for the debt payments. Let's get some of these nasty bills. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that should be 60. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 60. And this is going in our debt binder to be allocated and play our debt games. IRS is getting 75 this week. And so we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 70, 5. And let me grab my calculator. That's $350. Medical is getting skipped this week. And Amazon, and as you guys know, we depleted this one too. Y'all, when I say July has been a trip, July has just been spendy, lots going on. Okay, that's all in our high priority binder. We're not doing anything in our low priority binder today. The next binder that we're doing something in is our holiday binder. This is our holiday binder. We're going to be putting $20 into our holiday binder. I'm going to do 5 in Halloween. Let's see, can we check off? Let's check off a 5. Let's do and let's do 15 in Thanksgiving. And we will worry about Christmas later. So in Thanksgiving, we now have, and y'all, this is why we got to condense. You see all of these small bills in here, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, y'all, for Thanksgiving. My goal was to save 200. We're over. Thanksgiving is done, which is why I wanted to go ahead and put the final amount in Thanksgiving. And now we get to focus on Black Friday and Christmas, y'all. And then we get to start saving for all of our holidays all over again. Usually I try to start saving for Q1 envelopes in Q4. Let's get to our cash wallet. So CDC is going to get 25 every week. And y'all, why they be trying to give me a hard time about this $25? And so if you think about it, it really doesn't add. So this one here is for anything that I want to spend. It could be anything. It could be beauty. It could be eating out again. It could be whatever, right? Groceries get 75. And people like, there's no way you're eating for $25 a week. Well, part of it is I work remotely. So a lot of times I don't even leave the house, y'all, half of the week. All right, gas is going to get 50. House stuff is getting 25. Nails is getting nothing. Beauty is getting 75. Eating out gets 25. Weekend fun is getting 25. So if you think about it, between weekend fun, eating out, and CDC, that's $75 for the week that I pretty much got to do whatever I want to do when I'm outside. And keep in mind, right, my budget and your budget is totally different. So if you feel like you need $200 for weekend fun, maybe you have additional kids, and maybe you have, a lot of people's groceries. I hear people saving $500 and $600 for groceries for the week, which is astronomical for me, but groceries are super expensive. But these should reflect your lifestyle. And date night gets 50. And then last night, let's tips and miscellaneous gets 10. Y'all, and that's our cash wallet for the week. Y'all, this is our 100 envelope savings challenge. I have never shown this on here just because there has been no time to show you. So today you get to see it. Da 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 da. This is another savings. As you guys know, we're saving all over the place for house. And so we are doing the $5,050 challenge. So we're going to go in and fill in one of our bubbles. And so I just round up. So we're filling in 94, but we're going to put 100 into that spot. And here is our 94. And we have two $5,000 challenges that we're doing for the year. One is for our house fund, and one is to pay off our American Express bill. And we're going to come in here. And we're going to color in another bubble. And just like that, there you have it. Before I forget, which I tend to always forget, let's put aside our money for our minis and tinies. So each week we put $50 aside for minis, $50 aside for tinies, and those are our small wins. We do mini movie Mondays. So we're going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I don't work with ones. I use ones when we're doing the challenges, but I don't budget ones because I don't have time to be counting all of those ones. So we have 30 and 50 for each one of those. And then usually I just put a little note on it. What is Monday's date, y'all? Is it the 28th? We're going to go with the 28th. And I'll paperclip that. And then this is for Tiny Tuesday. And we're going to hope these dates are right. If not, we all know what we mean. And then we have $50 for Freebie Friday. So we're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that's our $150 for next week's challenges. And this is, y'all, this is how I make sure that I'm saving all week. So I literally allocate that money right off top. And a lot of people call it Freebie Friday. I call it Quickie Friday. But that's our savings. Okay, y'all. We should have $125 left for our savings challenges. Let's check and make sure. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 10, 25. All right. We got $125 plus, remember we had the $43 from our wallet that we're going to roll over. And these, y'all, are going to go directly into our, remember we're doing our quarterly 1K challenge. So this $43 is going to go with the other $40 that we budgeted last week. So we're going to put this in here. So, and you know, I usually do these on our reels and shorts. So now we got about a good $80 to go in here and put into our $1,000 challenge. So, woohoo, that's exciting. All right, y'all. The best part of the entire video, we get to play in our games binder. We're only going to do a couple out of here because there's a few other games that I want to get to. But you know we got to do our monthly. And here is our savings binder. So this is our monthly challenge. We need 2 die. One goes across the top, one goes across the bottom. So purple will be the top. 6 and 2. Oh, I forgot. There's I'm supposed to have 2 4-sided die. So 2 and 1. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. So we're just gonna, we can't pick more than 4. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. So D3, we're gonna save $3. Let's do it again. We got a 6 and 2. Let's roll again. 4 and 2. That's another $3. So we're up to $6. 3 and 2 again. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. 4 and 4. That's done. Y'all, let's just knock off a big one. So we got 6. Let's knock off this D10. Let's do $10. 6. And let's do this D4 one. We're just going to have to cheat a little bit. $20 going into our monthly. We're going to be here all day rolling this dice. And this savings challenge is by Diane Outlaw Games and Budgets. And this was free on their Ko-fi channel. All right. This is another monthly. We've already completed this monthly, so we're skipping it. The quarterly challenge. Now, as you guys know, we're doing the 1K quarterly challenge, but we are also still completing our quarterly challenge in our Easy Cash Biweekly Planner. So we're going to go to the quarterly challenge for Q3. Here is our quarterly challenge that is going to save us $245. So we're going to do, what's the biggest one on here? Let's see, 24, 19, 20, 22, 27. Ooh, Jesus, 27. Okay, let's do 27. Yeah? All right. That's one in. And y'all know I don't have singles. Y'all know I don't have singles. So we're going to do 30 in our quarterly challenge. And this comes out every quarter. All right. We're saving the Fridays in July, and we're saving week 24. So we're going to do 10, 25 in the bookmark challenge. Okay, that is the only one we are doing in this one, because I got a couple other ones that I want us to hit. Okay, this is our I got 5 on it challenge, and it's literally a $5 challenge that I had these old envelopes, and I was like, what can I do with these envelopes? And so we're gonna stuff $5 into this one. We haven't put nothing in here in a little while. Our Buzz Around challenge, and this is inspired by Salisa's Buzz Around challenge. This is my own version, because when I started cash stuffing about a year ago, she wasn't making them that often, and I wanted the game so bad. I wanted to play it so bad that I was like, you know what? I will make my own. But she has these in her shop. She has been restocking them, and I will make sure to tag it below so you can get a copy from her store. But I am on round 5. And each round you decide how much you're going to put in. And so we have a variety of numbers for round 5. And we're going to put $20 in for this one. And this one will save a couple $100 by the time you're done. And just so you can see how you play this one is each round you save There are a total of 12 rounds for each series, but then as you complete them, you lose a section. And so you continue to increase it. You can make them whatever amount you want it to. I started my round at $10. So with 12 sections, I saved $120 for that round. I increased it to $20. I saved $220 for round 2. I had a variety. I had an envelope that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I saved $145 for round 3. So again, you can make these whatever amount you want to make them and do it however you want to do. But this is a fun way to save. This is my other Black Friday challenge. We are saving our 10s in this one. And so I want to put $20 in here today. And this is going toward our Black Friday spending. And we're going to check off 2 10s. And last but not least, this is our completed binder, as you know. But also within our completed binder, I have a 2026 challenge. And this challenge goes to my Roth IRA and our investments. So pretty much you come in and you cross off the numbers. As you guys can see, I am behind, but slow and steady wins the race. So let's see what we have remaining. 20, 30, 40, 50. Do I have a 50? I do have a 50 for May. So let's cross off this 50 and let's put money for our 2026. And this just helps me continue to contribute to my Roth and to my brokerage account for investing. And y'all, just like that, we have cash stuffed our $1,090 for the 4th week of July, the final pay period in July. I hope you guys had a good time. As you guys know, we have Mini Movie Monday coming up. We have Talk About It Tuesday. We do our debt binders every other week. And then we have our Quickie Fridays. And so definitely make sure that you're following, subscribing, turn on the notification bell. And in the comment section, tell me what you do to keep yourself motivated for budgeting, saving. If you're not cash stuffing, playing games, like I play games because it keeps me engaged and having fun with my budgeting and with my cash stuffing. And everybody doesn't get cash stuffing and everybody doesn't need cash stuffing. So tell me in the comments, what are you doing to keep your budgeting moving and savings flowing? Or are you simply just transferring the money? I hope you found this interesting. Please make sure you're following Prestige Cash Club for more savings tips and tricks.